It's necessary for a time to copy. But then if you are an artist, you begin, one day, you start just branching out. I know for myself that today, I buy a record by Yepes or any of the other artists, I listen once, oh yes, I can say, oh, that's where they are now. That's what they're doing now. Then I can hear whether they're still open, that is to say, whether they are still progressing or whether they have closed in. That's to say, this is the artist now, and we cannot expect much more anymore. This is it. You see? But from there on, I do my own thing. You branch out like that, or you should, or it happens. It's not a conscious thing, it happens. That's what I call the top caliber. They never stop. They just don't stop, it goes on. It seems to be like a miracle that this process of learning, this process of advancement, if you hang in there, you gotta work at it. Huh? There's no other way. But it goes on and on and on. And you find yourself, if you are observant and conscious, very conscious of what you're doing, that with every month, you just go that little further. And also, as far as listening is concerned, you begin to hear more and more. And you ask yourself often, why didn't I hear this before? But suddenly there it is. That's how it should be.
And does the knowledge of the person contribute to that additional awareness of what he is putting into his art?
Oh yes, I knew Yepes the most, you see, obviously, because I studied with him. And you can say from 1968 onwards, in particular, because he had made the change over to a 10-string guitar, with every record that he brought out, at that time in particular, I was still more emotionally involved with him at that time, you see. I could hear almost what he was thinking, what he was doing now. Huh? And this has been going on and on and on. And then when he was here in 84, he said to me, I've made a record of Scarlatti, 12 pieces by Scarlatti, my own transcriptions. He said, I think this is my most important record. I knew that one day that would happen because of the man. This is the involvement when you know the man. You can actually see, if he continues and stays healthy, where he will go. And you're actually waiting for it. And when it happens, you say, yeah, that's it. I knew that you were going to do that 25 years ago. Now, as an artist, classical artist, time must not matter to you. Often I say to a student, when they say to me, now, if I have 6 hours a day, and I work 6 hours, I say, just hang on. You are this cup, and I'm standing here with a bucket. I couldn't pour that whole bucket over this cup. Where does the rest go?